Welcome to the I Am A Solution podcast. I'm your host, Coach WAN. Co-hosting with me, I got Coach MU.
Coach MU in the building, right here.
The leader of Homewood. Y'all know what it is.
Not even.
I gotta say that because Coach MU do so much, and I don't know if he gets the recognition that he should get because he's leading so many kids in a great way. So many volunteers in a great way. And so I just wanted to say the leader of Homewood because there's a lot of kids coming from his camp that are doing some great things. And I just want to recognize him for that.
I appreciate that, Coach. And right back at you, like Coach WAN been doing it from the beginning. I mean, we started when we took over that one team for Homewood football.
Yeah.
From there, man, we kind of just expanded through the sports to evolve into all these other things, man. You've been doing your thing with the basketball, that state championship, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I brought that ring.
Yeah, that ring's nice. I showed that one time. That ring nice right there. That's official, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's hard.
Shout out to Coach O.
Yeah, shout out to Coach O. Salute Coach O. Yeah, bro, like you've been doing your thing and us collabing on stuff, man, it's like unstoppable, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody know that because, our heart's in the right place and, we gonna do it for the kids and for the families regardless, forever.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's, for people that don't know, I'm from Wilkinsburg. You know what I mean? And I came over with my son in the Homewood to play football, and they welcomed me with open arms.
We adopted him. He's a Homewoodian, a Wilkins Homewoodian.
Straight up. Before the Westinghouse collaboration, Coach WAN was in the hood. You feel me? But what really locked our relationship in was our heart for the kids.
Yep.
He had 3 sons. I had 3. He has 3 sons. I have 3 sons, and that was just another layer of how are we going to get our kids through this time that we're living in. And have them be successful in a few years. And I really believe that us being unified really allows us to really do some big things because the city is, it's not unified. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of people.
So divided.
Yes, absolutely.
So divided.
And it don't have to be.
Right.
It don't have to be. You can be great at what you do, but you just got to know that you're going to need other people to link arms with to do the things that you can't do. And this is where we come in at. And it's a selfless position that we put ourselves in because we're dealing with other people's children. We're dealing with our own children.
Right.
And so, we really have to, if we're going to be positive role models, we really have to do it right. Now, that don't necessarily mean that people gonna be like, yo, thank you, Coach MU, thank you, Coach WAN.
It's a thankless job, but we don't do it for the thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do it because it need to be done. We do it because the smiles on these kids' faces is the motivation, man. Like, because kids are innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? And
facts.
We, as men, men and women in the community, we gotta lead by example, man. Like, the reason why I'm so passionate is coming up in Homewood when we was the Homewood Stingers. I seen people like my father, Coach Eck, Mr. Hawkins, Mr. Lonnie, you know what I'm saying, Coach Doc, all these men who had day jobs and were taking their time out to invest in me. You know what I mean? And that pushed me through to want to be a better person, to want to, give back to the community when I became an adult. So we got to keep that going, man, and we got to, motivate the next generation.
And even speaking on your dad, you know, my father was real intricate, and you know, just the way I lead my life right now, he gave me a lot of great nuggets, so to speak. He dropped a lot of jewels. He was a great example, and he also was an evangelist, and he evangelized in Homewood. He took pride in that. He had an office. It was called PRS, right behind the athletics foot.
Oh, okay.
The shoe store.
Oh, right.
And you know, he ran men's groups, and so at night he would go out with his group, which was called the Homeboys. They had on like varsity jackets, and they had Homeboys on the back.
Yeah.
And it was purple and yellow. And so if you a real Homewood dude, like he was getting boys out of jail. He was, you know, him, Milton Rayford, Bishop Clay, Petra, you know, International Ministries. And so they were literally boots on the ground out here in Homewood.
Those are some official folks you just spoke on right there, brother.
Yeah. And so that right now, like fast forward with Coach Mu and Coach WAN and what we're doing, we're literally carrying the legacy of our fathers, man.
Facts.
And I'm proud to do it.
Me too, bro.
I'm proud to do it.
Me too, bro. Like all the struggle and striving and the hating and the just tireless days, like, man, it be worth it, man, when you see these kids, man. Like, I tell people all the time, that is my fuel, man. Seeing these kids smile, they light up when you come to their school. Mm-hmm. You know, they quick to come to you, tell you about your grades, they day, their practice. You know what I'm saying? That is fuel, man. And as long as that keeps happening, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. And they need it. And, you know, as you know, not just in Homewood, but not even just in the city, but just across the country, we're suffering from, you know, a lot of fatherlessness, a lot of fathers being away from the home for whatever reason. There's 1,000 reasons, and probably we'll get into that later in some later shows.
Yeah, because I definitely want to speak on that, man.
Yeah. Fatherhood is the key, man.
Fatherhood is the key, and I don't think there's a lot of involved fathers, man, and I don't think that gets highlighted enough. You know what I'm saying? Like this stigma, like dads ain't getting involved. I see it. I mean, there is some dads that ain't involved, right? Yeah. But there is a lot of fathers that are heavily involved in their kids' lives, man, and we gotta highlight more of the positive images of that. Versus just, you know, everybody always talking about the negative. We know it exists. Mm-hmm. We know it's out there. That's why we trying to do what we do. But we definitely got to highlight the fathers that are impactful in their kids' lives.
Swear. And when I said what I just said, I'm speaking more of like broken homes and, you know, families not really being together. So there is a separation where some men feel like that they can't hold that position down. Yeah. But we here to say, listen, that is your responsibility. You know, for the ones who are struggling with that mentality of being a father because they're not with the mom or the family fell apart, that is still your responsibility. That don't go away. You know what I'm saying? That just don't go away. And so we're here to encourage that. We're here to encourage
positivity.
Absolutely.
Getting back into it, holding your kids down, holding the community down. We're here to encourage all of that, man.
Yeah. And so the name of our podcast is I Am A Solution, right? And, you know, I called Mu up like, yo, what you think about that? He was like, yeah, it's official. Man,
WAN is official with that, man. Like, your creativity is off the charts, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I appreciate that, man.
So it's official. You know, I was with that. And, and you know, I always try to be solution focused, man. Especially dealing with the community, man. You have to come into it like, all right, so what's the problem? How can we solve it? Because if you don't got that mindset, man, it's just gonna be conflict after conflict after conflict, and man, nothing's
running in a circle.
Period.
And real quick, let's just break down what a solution is. Like for people that don't know, right? So
who don't know that?
but look, let's break it down in real simple terms so they could grasp it, so to speak. So I'm poking around in the dictionary because, you know, there are still dictionaries. Like, you know what I mean? We're not always Google focused.
Fact.
You know, sometimes you need that book and them pages to really, you know, go in. And so I studied a little bit about what is a solution, and what is the purpose of a solution. So what I came up with is a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances that are made up of 1 part solute and 1 part solvent.
Oh, that's deep. He got
That's
deep
deep,
on him.
right?
That boy got deep on him right there.
What does that really mean, right? So we got 2 parts up here right now. Understand what we doing. We are the solution.
That's science right there. That's heavy.
You feel me?
Heavy,
like
Coach.
we dropping bombs on them. This is where the bomb will go out. Boom. So 1 part solute and 1 part solvent, right? What is a solute, right? And in the dictionary it says a solute is a substance that dissolves. All right? It's something that you put in the solvent, which is the majority of the solution, right? And so you mix the solute with the solvent to create the solution, right? And so
I see you, Coach.
yeah, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like, you know, we game planning, you feel me? So when you mix 2 or more, because it don't just got to be 2, right? If you mix 2 or more pieces, you now have a solution, right? So that's that. So for me, what does that mean? That means let's identify the issue, right? And then let's identify the root causes. And then from there, this is where we create what we know works, and we put, and guess what? The things that work isn't just like a one-way street. Right. There's many things that work. Right. And so what our job is, you know, and we deal with this when we're coaching, is we have to find the right pieces to put together to create the solutions that we need for whatever we're dealing with.
Right, because there's no one-size-fits-all solution. No one-size-fits-all solution.
It's always multiple things, right? Because everybody don't learn the same.
Right.
Everybody won't have your perspective. And so what we have to do is, like, we have to seek out what really works. And then we got to try a bunch of stuff.
Right.
This is where I think as a community, as the people who's out here trying to help our community, they're trying to just do it in one lane. Yep. With a one-way street sign. Yep. And it's just, it's not working, right? I just told you that, you know, my dad was evangelizing Homewood back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. We got the same issues. How? Right? And it's because some of the people who control maybe the resources and the funding.
Gatekeepers.
The gatekeepers.
There's a couple of them at Homewood right now.
Yeah.
Definitely a couple of them at Homewood.
They stuck in some time that maybe worked then.
Can I say this real quick?
Say it. That's what we here for.
So there's gatekeepers in Homewood, right?
For sure. Hold up, before you, what's a gatekeeper? Let's be real targeted.
To me, a gatekeeper is someone who deals with people with the resources, and they don't want to let you know about the resource because they want to keep it for themselves. And they don't want you to get it because they feel like if you get it, then you might be the plug now. Instead of saying, yo, let's work together. So my point is, there's gatekeepers at Homewood, right? And you know, I try to do a lot for the community and outside of the community, right? And help other people. And these resources, man, there's people in Homewood in these positions who I be this close to blast them, man. But then they come back to what you said about the solution, right? Mm-hmm. How is that going to solve something? Right. Like, blasting them is not going to solve something for now. Right. You know what I'm saying? For now, blasting them is not going to solve something. What to me, how we deal with gatekeepers, man, is collaborations from the real. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When the real collaborate, can't nobody stop that. And I tell people that all the time, man. And it's like, it be little stuff that keep us divided. Like, I'm guilty of it. I know everybody's guilty of it, but like, I try my best to do what's best for the kids in the community when it's time to. You know what I'm saying? And like, if it's something that I feel like I can work, if I don't like you, I still can work with you if I know it's gonna help this family or this kid. And that's the mindset we gotta have. Like I'm sure back in the day, you know, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, I'm sure they wasn't friends with everybody. I'm sure they ain't like people, but they had a goal in mind. They had that solution that they was thinking of, and knowing that you gotta have that solution, you gotta always kind of work together. You gotta have that tough skin. You gotta be willing to you know what I mean, deal with some BS sometimes
Yeah.
to get to the next phase. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got a lot to speak on with that, bro. But you know what I'm saying?
But when
we
it's
can
about the
continue.
kids, there's a level of maturity that, you know, us younger folks have to use when dealing with these gatekeepers, because we still have this mission. We still got a goal, right? And although some of these people don't exercise the maturity, and because maybe they're just so far removed that it don't even touch them, it's just a job at this point.
Can you give an example of something you dealt with a gatekeeper without exposing,
Without putting them on blast?
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things. I'll just say this about the gatekeepers. You know, especially here in the city, and I'm sure in the black communities across the nation, because it seems like we're dealing with all the same issues.
Right.
It's like, I want to see you doing good, Moo, but I don't want to see you doing better than me.
Oh man, you speaking true facts right there. Man.
And so this is
Why are we like that though?
it's like we're competing.
But why though? Why like if I seen one doing good, they're like I'm sized, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like why do people look and say, oh no, I can't let him get that because then he gonna be, you know what I mean? Then I don't got it. Like that stuff right there, man.
Well, I believe, you know, see, you're not the type of guy that says put Coach Moo's name in the spotlight, in the headlights. Coach Moo's name don't gotta be on it for real, as long as the mission is being done. And so, you know, we're two of the same type of people. Like, we got goals. Like, our success comes when the goals are completed.
You know, I get that from my mom, man. Like my mom, like
Shout out to the moms, man.
yeah, shout out to the mom for
Moms
real.
is
Like,
thorough.
like my mom used to do so much stuff for people, yo. Like, and she never took credit, said anything. Like, I remember one time we was struggling, like we was broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was broker than the projects broke when I was young. And I remember my mom had $50. It's probably the last 50 that lasted for a week. And this lady who was probably sluking and juking knocked on the door, told my mom a story about how she ain't had nothing to feed her kids, this, that, and the third. And my mom gave her the 50, yo. And I remember I was like, why would she give her the 50?
The last 50.
You know, the last 50, because my mom was like, you know what I mean? Like, she needed it more than we did. You know what I'm saying? She needed it more than we did. And it's like, she do that stuff. She did stuff like that all the time. And it let me know, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, you know, what do you need the credit for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime I try to get credit for something, it's because I got a goal in mind. I'm like, I want people to see me doing this so that they can try to do this too, or see that can be done. But like, I was never one that want to be in the front, man. Like I am stubborn though. Like, I do like doing it my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I know best. I am stubborn, but I'm never want to be like, ooh, I did this, I did that, because there's a lot of stuff that I did that people don't even know I did, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want them to know I did, because what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of families that I help that, you know what I mean, I just get joy out of helping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I could join you with that, man, with really learning that from your mother, because my mom was the same way. Like,
you look just as, when I see your mom, I could just feel that in her.
Yeah.
You know how you can just genuinely feel good people?
Yeah.
Like, if you a real person, you can just spot it. Like, the first time I seen your mom, I was like, oh, Mom, I see why Warren's how he is. You know what I'm saying? His mom's official. Yeah.
Because my dad was super official, but I don't know if I give my mom enough credit and give her enough of that spotlight. So I am speaking about her today, especially with being that example. Like, she used to come to the schools, bro. She used to come to the school. She was the only mom there.
Shout out Coach WAN's mom, man.
Shout out to the moms.
Shout out Coach
You know
WAN's
what I
mom.
mean?
Super official, man. Pioneer.
Come to the schools. Guess what we doing now? We at the schools, right?
Yeah.
So she literally, like, she gave me the game plan on even how to navigate
The blueprint.
from the classroom to knowing the administration to just being comfortable volunteering. You know, when I had my first son, I was 18 years old. Had him when I was 17, put him in school when I was 18. And this is where I put him down at what was that school right in front of the field? What's the school called?
Homewood Montessori.
Homewood Montessori. It was an early childhood center. That's where I met Brother Mel. Shout out Brother Mel.
That's where you put the one?
Yeah. And he was down there in those preschool classrooms. And, I looked around and I was just looking like, he for me, there wasn't enough colored examples. So I had to insert myself.
Super important, man.
Yeah, I had to insert myself into the classrooms, and this is where we start doing the reading with dads. This is where we start doing the March Dadness basketball tournament for the Pittsburgh Public School, which is still going on now, which is like in its 15th, 16th year. You know what I mean? And so I was already comfortable going in, inserting myself in this certain way, as a help to the teacher, because that's what my mom showed me. This is how you get in. This is how you really make a change. This is how you really make an impact in the entire school. And so I was one of the first days of just
a pioneer, dog. Like you started a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I bit off of some of the stuff you did. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
Some of the moves you made, and I'm sure vice versa. But I definitely, like, anybody I see doing something positive, I try to take the good from what they do. You know what I'm saying? And just like I truly believe, like we got different religions, but I truly believe that this is the stuff like the Almighty put it in us to carry this out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And everybody can't do that. And I ain't saying like I'm a prophet or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like I feel like
you've been called, bro. You chosen.
That heart, that love. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And like and that vision. You know what I'm saying? So you coming into these schools way back then, I didn't even know that, and just pushing these programs just from what you wanted for your son. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna think like that. You know what I'm saying? So God put something special in you to just think a little differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's important, man, because leaders lead. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
and the fact is, listen, man, we do great things. So if it's great enough, people are gonna, copy your style a little bit, and that's really what we want. I want you to go into the schools and start fatherhood programs and do these certain things, because that's what's needed. Coach Moo's only one man. Coach WAN's only one man. Now, yes, we could change the world, right, individually, but we can change the universe together. Like, this is what they don't understand. Like, the unity in what we've been able to do individually, and the unity in our collective missions. It's all about the kids, and you can see it. You can see it when you turn on that pit game and you see our kids running around on the field, making tackles. You could see it in the NCAA when you see our kids on ESPN playing basketball and doing these great things. This is right from home. This is right from the gym, right down the, right.
Yeah,
right in the building.
Or you can see it when you see these kids graduating college.
Absolutely.
Starting businesses.
For sure.
Doctors, lawyers.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Coming back, investing in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand that it's super impactful when you leave, get your success, and then come back to the neighborhood. Y'all don't know how impactful that is. Like,
it's necessary.
One of the coaches, Coach Coop, Cav Cooper, the judge, Coop's dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a lawyer.
Yeah.
Back when I played.
Okay.
Like, so he came in, he just had me thinking differently. You know what I'm saying? So, like, him coming back, being how successful he was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to come back. He could have, rode off, had his family. Like, he came back, and I remember I stayed over his crib for like a week or two, man. Like, and he just showed me a different lifestyle, man. It had me thinking different, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we was poor. You know what I mean? Yeah. He had a membership at the Scandinavian. Remember the Scandinavian? Like, he had me in the Scandinavian.
Boy,
I'm like,
Scandinavian,
shout out Coach Coop, man. Like, he definitely one of the pioneers, man, for Homewood football too, man. Like, he was real impactful. So when you get success, man, come back to the community, man. Come back and just talk to these kids. You know what I mean? Come back, give back to these kids. Like, don't let these people tell you to give to other places. Give back to your community where you know they need the help, man.
Absolutely.
Because that stuff burns me up.
Yeah.
When I see dudes come up, you know what I mean? They get artists, the community invested in them. They get their successes and they go somewhere else, invest in a different community. That's by design. That's by design though, because they don't want us to think. Invest back into your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just think. Like, I forget what show it was, but I seen it one time, and they was talking about how these athletes, NBA, NFL players, like their agents and everybody's telling them not to go to their community. Like, you know, you might get robbed. An incident might happen. Like, they scare these athletes to not go to their community when, for real, like, if you come into the community to show love, the community's gonna show you love back, man. That's what people don't understand. Now, if you come in to be on some shicey stuff, that's when, you know what I mean? That's when things happen. But if you come into community to show love, the love's gonna get shown back, man. Like, real talk.
And especially if you came up in the community, there's no agent. Now, yes, things happen, but if you're homegrown from this community and this is where you got your opportunity from, it only makes sense to go back and lift somebody else out of the situation.
Right.
Because guess where they do that at? And everybody else's community but ours. And so we gotta, and these are some of the things that we can control.
Yeah, and it don't gotta be money.
Nope. Sometimes it's just your presence.
Your presence, man. Like,
your presence is a present too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, real talk. Because you could see a Aaron Donald, you could see a Dayon Haynes, and you could find inspiration. Like, man, I just saw this guy on TV.
Shout out to AD, man, coach.
Swear. Shout out to all the Pittsburgh.
Shout out to Curtis Morton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These dudes, big time, came back to the hood.
Major.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we getting off on a tangent, man.
It's right on what we're talking about, because guess what? Aaron Donald is a solution.
Yeah, Curtis Martin is like Curtis Martin. Listen,
these dudes are solutions.
Listen, let me just tell you, for our field project, coach, everybody in Homewood said, man, they're not investing that much money into y'all field, like the field that y'all use. Like Curtis Martin and AD was at one of our games, right? Mm-hmm. There was a shooting outside of the stadium, not in anything. It was a shooting outside.
I was there.
They both was there.
Yeah, I remember.
They both was there. No, I think AD was there. He left, but Kurt was there, and Kurt, he couldn't believe how positive the environment was, because that's the stigma a lot of people think from Homewood, Wilkesburg, East, and they feel like our games it's going to be violence at the game, but they be surprised when they see the positivity.
It's love.
Like, it's like a family reunion. Yes. So when he seen it, Kurt was like, and that shooting happened, I swear he was seeking out my number, bro. And Free, shout out to Free. Free gave me, he was like, yeah, Kurt trying to get in contact with you. Make contact. And he said, he was like, I seen all the positive stuff that y'all brothers and sisters been doing up there, and how it's getting spent is like, y'all the reason
this is happening. Right.
He was like, y'all are the solution.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm putting $1 million to your project. It took off from me. Without Kurt, it took off from there, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's impactful. He came back. Like, brothers like him, brothers and sisters that is successful, when they come back, man, and they just, like you said, their presence, man, like, I just can't underscore that enough, man. Like, that needs to happen often, man, and throughout all the communities, man, like all the neighborhoods, because, yeah, we repping Homewood, you know what I mean, but we repping Wilkesburg, we repping Larimer, we repping Lincoln, Garfield, The Hill, we repping everything. As soon as we all can get on that same page, bro, lights out.
And so, just like you just said, we naming all the communities. So what is the purpose of a solution? Especially with now, we could talk scientific, but let's talk specifically, what kind of changes are we trying to see happen in our communities? And so, during my study, and and just to break it down into simple terms for everybody, so it don't go over your head. The purpose of a solution is to create another way, right? To create another way to solve a problem, and that's just a fact. We could sit here and we could put together several solutions to solve several problems, right? But the bottom line is we have to have those goals lined up. We have to know what the issues are, and then we have to have an outcome, right? And so the purpose of a solution is to create those outcomes. And our outcomes that we want to see, we're heavy into violence prevention, right? Prevention being to stop something before it happens. We've been in the same circles. We've been running in kind of the same race for so long when it comes to, some of the negative things in our community. There's solutions all around us, but we have to be bold enough. There's people out there who's allowing these things to just happen, but our voice, our presence, our walk, our talk, how we represent is the key to how we create these solutions. Right? And so the purpose of a solution is just to create another way. And guess what? It's not just one way. Just like we talked about earlier. There's multiple levels, there's multiple bridges to the same solution. And so we have to be seekers of truth. We have to be seekers of doing it the right way. Even though we know that the systems are set up against us. How do we as coaches, as men, as fathers, as leaders of the community, create a solution that's lasting? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we do that? What's the formula for that?
I feel like, collaboration, man. And when I say collaborate, right, like it has to be a respectful collaboration. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like it can't be, I'm the head organization. I want you to come and help this, that, and the third. But when the money split, this person get 90%, you get 10.
Right.
Like it start with everybody gets the same amount.
Absolutely.
If we all working towards the same goal, everybody gets the same amount. That way, it immediately takes out who you think the boss is or the leader. Leaders is gonna lead. You gonna stand out regardless of where you at, right? But the solution got to be when the resources come, equal resources.
Absolutely.
It can't be this organization because they got a gatekeeper working here that all the money goes to them, all the resources go to them. It can't work like that. Yeah. And then you know that's how they stop small organizations of the people who I feel like be really the boots on the ground. Mm-hmm. That's how they stop them from getting big, man, because they'll have these applications, these grant applications where this might be somebody that is not technical. Mm-hmm. But they work speaks for itself.
Right.
They got their own technical system.
Absolutely.
They work speak for themselves. So, but that'll stop you from getting your resources because this gatekeeper over here got money to pay somebody to write theirs.
To write his, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a discussion we need to have, man, because you can see the work. We in social media age now. You can see the people who's doing the work.
Yeah.
I don't care what people try to say about some of these youth sports organizations. You can go up there
and you can see it happen.
And you can see how impactful these brothers and sisters are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can see how impactful these brothers and sisters are. So when we speaking of solutions, man, until the resources get shared equally, there's gonna always be, you know what I mean? You're gonna always be looking at people sideways. That's why when I come to the table, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Like let's just cut to the chase. I don't care what it's 50-50.
Yeah.
If 1 million come in, 500. If 1,000 come in, 500.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like because, man, if me and you had resources like some of these big organizations, man.
Yeah. You saying what we doing with nothing? You see what we've done with nothing.
Speak on that a little bit, bro. Let's speak on what you've been doing, man. Just let the people know, man. Let's just talk about, for our violence prevention stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about some of this stuff, some of the activities that you've been doing. You know what I mean?
So let me just speak on the MAP program. The MAP program, mentoring through athletics and public service. And we touching on, we're training the kids mentally, physically, on life skills, on, academically, study skills. Also, just being competitive, teaching them about discipline, also teaching them about kind of where this can lead them, either way, so we're definitely playing a father role to a lot of the young guys, just trying to prepare them for where they want to go, because everybody's not a sports guy. A lot of the youth love sports, and I'm just showing them different ways to keep that love, but also continue to learn, continue to level up, and then find their way and find their space within that arena. So let's say, I got 15 kids and, they all hoop, and 10 of them want to go to the league, right? But the other 5, they have this love, but they're not the greatest hoopers, right? And so they still love the game. And so what I do is I teach them about the game. I'll teach them about, the photography, the media aspects of the game, the journalism aspects of the game. The business part of it. Because somebody got to run our gyms. It just can't be the guys who have the resources already, right, coming in and taking advantage of us. At some point, it has to be us, or it's going to continue to, that success on the other level is going to continue to elude us because everybody wants to play and don't nobody want to do the other things. And so what's special about that MAP program is that we teach life skills, we do self-assessments, we get them to understand accountability and pretty much their role in their life and how they're going to get themselves to this next level. And I've been doing that for years.
And you know what? Like, you put a name to it, right?
Yeah.
But bro, we, a bunch of people been doing the MAP forever.
Absolutely.
But see, Warren got smart to the game. You had to get technical with it.
Yeah.
Because right now, we are mentoring.
Absolutely.
We're teaching life skills.
Absolutely.
We're going into schools to assist the teacher.
Absolutely.
We're tutoring.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We babysitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing all this stuff because we know certain kids, certain families can't do it. Or they struggle doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we doing this MAP. That's why when you brought the MAP program, I was like, man, this is official, dog.
Yeah.
Because we needed a title for the work we do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And having that title is the technical term. You checked off that box, but I feel like you can just look up Juan's name and see what he do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like if people really wanted to make an impact, man, you can research 5 minutes on social media and be like, let me see who the brothers and sisters who's out here making an impact.
Right.
I mean, there's people right now like Kelly Shakur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super official. Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly.
That's
man.
my birthday twin.
You know
just says y'all ain't know.
Look, Kelly, like, she, like, the stuff she be doing, she don't know how impactful that is, man. Cause she teaches that self-love, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, represent that, you know what I'm saying? And she do it in such a confident way. Everybody can't do what she do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, super impactful, man. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of impactful people. And we plan on, really through our show, I Am A Solution, really putting these people in front of you guys.
Oh yeah, we gonna bring y'all some official people. You know what I mean? Ask them some tough questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's necessary if we gonna grow.
Yeah, like, because we need solutions, and for real, man, like, the violence in our community, like Coach WAN said, there's multiple bridges to get to where we need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like having discussions, cause I'm one, I don't like going to meetings all the time, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
I've been going to meetings since
I don't like it, but you know who kind of schooled me, Brother Rashad kind of schooled me, and was like, brother, you got a plan. You know what I'm saying? You got a plan. You can't skip the planning step. So yeah, we want action, but you got a plan. He schooled me and said, this is how they be getting us, cause we be so on go that we don't plan. So the meeting is necessary, man. Yeah. Meeting is necessary.
So, but how many meetings, bro? Cause I mean, come on.
We be meeting out. I ain't gonna lie.
1,000 meetings, 1,000 breakfasts. You feel me? Like, listen, We need action. I'm an action dude. I need 1 minute. I need one meeting.
I'm an action dude.
And then I'm on go. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm on go. So let's plan to make sure we're moving after the meetings, and then that way, see the guys who's outside looking at the meetings. Now the next time the meeting come through, they're like, "Yo, I need to be there because I want to be on that mission too." There's a lot of guys that want to help, but they just keep seeing the meetings, and then there's no fruit after the meetings.
Hey, and you know what else, bro? Something just came into my head. Each person that come in here is part of the solution. We need your solution. We need you to be part of this.
Absolutely.
We need, like, moving forward. We got to lock them in for some type of collaborative thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get their word on camera, because I think this can be big. You know what I'm saying? I think this
Let's
show,
make it big, bro.
Yeah. The thought of I'm a Solution. I think, like, we need to get all these people in this room and hash it out. I'm like, yo, this is what we need from you.
Because we're here.
Yeah.
The solution is here.
Yeah.
The solution is in Coach MU. The solution is in Coach WAN.
And that's how we stop these violence, bro.
Yeah. And the solution is in collaboration, unity, unify. Because Mu could do what he's doing by himself
and WAN could do what he's doing
okay.
Like, we've been doing it.
Yeah, we've been doing it.
You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense to collaborate, and it's like the more collaboration we get, you know what I'm saying? And I swear, when me and WAN collaborate, I think we both just was like, it gotta be equal terms with everything, bro.
Why not?
Like, it just like let's just cut that out, equal terms with everything, and then from there, you know what I mean? We just clear hit it and just go there, and I think that's part of the solution, bro.
Yeah,
like,
is.
You know what I'm saying? And this is get back to gatekeepers, man. Like, I can't stand gatekeepers, bro, because I'm dealing with a situation right now where I feel like it's gatekeepers, bro.
Well, guess what? This is why we doing what we doing, man, to remove them barriers, to have these conversations. We know the people who have the solution. Collectively, we are the solution. And so the goal now is to make sure the masses know that we're here. Because the media, mainstream media, will make it seem like we're not here, but we are. We making a big impact, major impact. And individually, we have solutions in us. But collectively, our solutions won't be stopped and can't be stopped. So we removing barriers with the I Am A Solution podcast. Coach WAN, Coach MU. Shout out to Homewood, the whole city. And, we going to make changes. So if you in the city and you want to be a part of what we're doing, hit us.
Or if you the one with the resources and you're like, man, I didn't know these guys was in Homewood and East Hills and Wilkesburg. Like, y'all need to look us up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because them gatekeepers got y'all fooled, man.
Yeah. Like, we doing the work.
It ain't hard to see who's doing the work in the community, man. And shout out to everybody in your organization that be helping. Shout out to everybody in Homewood Community Sports, man, that been putting in work, man. The coaches, from the female coaches to the male coaches, man.
Critical. You
know what I mean? They are the most important piece of all these solutions, man.
Yeah. Because
they are the boots on the ground, man. They're the most important pieces of the solution, man. And it's like I feel honored that they allow me to lead. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel honored that the people in my organization, like Coach MU, got it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they don't rock with me all the way, they still trust me. Like, I know Coach MU got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? I know he's going to lead us in the right direction. So it's like we can't forget them people, and we going to give our flowers to the folks during this show. Yeah. And we going to show how we've been preventing this violence.
Absolutely.
We're going to show how we have these kids excelling academically. We're going to show how we keep these kids being good sons and daughters at home. You know what I'm saying? We gonna show y'all the recipe. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have different people coming in to tell y'all like what's been working for them, so that this is going to be something that you can go back to, look to. If you are up and coming activist, if you up and coming somebody in the community, y'all can go back to this and look and see how we did it, see how we started, and I hope that helps guide you, to where you need to go.
Yeah. So this is our effort. This is another one of our efforts, a collective, unified front, unified movement, and we gonna bring the whole city together once again, for our kids' sake, for our community's sake, for our family's sake. All right, my organization is Street Ministry International. Coach MU, who you represent?
Homewood Community Sports.
Homewood Community Sports. And collectively, man, we got the same goals. And you've already seen the results of a lot of things. Maybe you didn't know it was us, but we going, like he said, we going to show you. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stick in. There's going to be some opportunities for you guys to call in live. And so in the next few shows, we'll kind of get into that. But right now, if y'all got any input, any questions, whatever, put that in the inbox, put that in the chat, and we'll get to it, man. All right, I am a solution, Coach WAN.
Coach MU, we out.